situation, who can even be a bridge to get us to the other side. But I think when we get to the other side, it'll be the other side of realness.
I think Joe Biden has a chance to be LBJ.
Next LBJ.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Alive, I don't believe you can be a Democrat and be a Christian at the same time. I just don't believe it.
That's why you better be independent. You can't be a Republican and a Christian at the same time either. Just ask the evangelicals.
Zero. It's game time. It's Monday night. That's good. That's good. I need to lose some. You lost it and I picked it up. What's going on, guys?
What's going on, bro? Yeah, what's up?
What's going on? It's TFG tonight. It's Monday night. We come on at 8 p.m. every week. You can't miss us. And we have a nice show for y'all tonight. So everyone, what's up? Let us know you're here. Say hey, say what's up, all that good stuff. And let's get this game started. All right, so first thing I want to talk about is the biggest thing going on right now is the Amy Coney Barret confirmation. She has been confirmed. She is going to be on the court. And Graham and all of them said she was going to be on as early as Monday, and she's going to get to work in ASAP. What are y'all's thoughts on that? It was rushed. It was rushed for one, which I can't say that I really have a big issue with it because I feel like whoever's in power, they pretty much have the power to do what they want. I feel like if it was reversed and Democrats had the power to do it, they would have did it because each side's goal is to set the courts up to benefit them. So it only makes sense to take advantage of that. What are your thoughts on that, Kendra?
I'm like you. I wasn't surprised. I knew McConnell had made this perfectly clear that he was going to rush this thing, whatever it took. The stimulus talks was going to take a back seat. Could care less about that. They just wanted to make sure they had that court, keep it pro-conservative, which is now I think is 6-3 now, I believe. So nothing surprised me with this. I knew she was gonna get confirmed pretty quickly. He kept them over the weekend, kept them in house, and here you go. Now it's gonna be time. It's about a bunch of legislation is gonna be starting to get struck down. The first thing they're going after is that Affordable Care Act. That's the first thing they're gonna go after.
Yeah, absolutely. And it sucks because they don't have a replacement yet. Now I could get with it. And I always have to say, I'm the moderator here. I'm the moderator on the panel right now. I'm not sure if anybody else is, but so I can kind of see both sides. If there was a replacement, I almost want to talk like Trump. If there was a replacement, I could understand. But there is no replacement.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, and somebody got.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear somebody's video too.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now it's gone now.
Yeah, I can too.
Let me see.
All right, you good? You good now? You good now?
Brent, you might have to go out and come back in if you can't hear us. I'm not sure what. Let me see. Let me get Brent out and bring him back in.
Right.
All right. So that's the thing. So as this person said, as Smooth said, it was reversed when Obama was on his way out, and the Democrats didn't do this. You know what? You're right. They didn't do it, did they? But they listened. That was a weak move by them, in my opinion. Go ahead, Wade.
So the Democrats listened to the Republicans, right? So they were playing the game. So what the Democrats were doing was they were playing checkers on a chessboard, right?
Yeah.
While the Republicans are playing chess on a chessboard. So so going back to Amy Coney, she almost didn't get it. Like 52-48, all Democrats plus the independents, right, voted out. But again, a win is a win. How my man Vin Diesel say it? Like either you win by an inch or win by a mile, a win is a win. Mm-hmm. But that's for them. But that's what they're doing. And I understand that they're going for the Affordable Health Care Act, but they're not going to have something in place. They just want to eradicate that man's, not legacy, but just those little portions there and there, right? So what it is they're just, the Republicans more so are let's conquer, let's destroy, and the Democrats are like, well, now we can build back up to get conquered and destroyed again. So this is like humor in a can.
Absolutely.
So congratulations to her.
Congratulations to her. I don't think she's going to be as radical as the Democrats are trying to make her out to be. She seems like a decent woman. She made sure she brought her little black kids to court to the Senate. so we can see.
Yeah.
So we can see.
There we go.
There we go.
Black
She
kids
parades
right
them around,
there,
bro. She parades them
yeah.
around.
She brought a black kid.
She definitely got that from her president. She definitely got that from
Right.
the president because he loved parading us around, don't
He
Absolutely.
love that. He's like, here you go, and they right in. But she the type not to make this a mask debate. But she's the type not to wear a mask because she didn't wear a mask during one of them debates.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe she's not that smart as you think she is. But.
Right.
Tam said she saw two ads.
And I know her. She mentioned that her.
Go ahead.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I do know her mentor was Scalia was her big time mentor, and she mentions him a lot about how she wants to follow what the Constitution word for word is, you know, outside just keeping it on a legal basis compared to that from when it was written. So, you know, I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting to see. She's 48 years old, so she's gonna pretty much be on there.
Forever.
Young, right?
40 years, you know,
Young,
she's gonna be there for a while. Yeah.
Before we go to you, Brent, I just want to say when they talk about Constitution word for word, that bothers me because I don't feel like the Constitution was written necessarily for us.
It bothers
It was
me
written
too.
for a different time, so I don't like the word for word Constitution stuff. I don't like it. What's up?
That's a red
it was
flag
never
for
wrote
me.
for us, man. Right? It was never wrote for us. So that's what it bugged me when people asking about equality and all this other nonsense. Bruh, this piece of paper was not, or papers was not wrote with us in mind. We weren't in that consideration, right? So you know what you should do? Write your will right now write your living will right now. And then in 5 years, when you have a wife or you have kids, they're gonna be like, wait, why we not in this?
Absolutely.
You wasn't there.
Right.
You wasn't there from the start.
So forget all that.
So, right.
Go ahead,
Well,
Brent, what you got, sir?
You know, it was once said by another brother that came on the show a few months ago. He was like, there were black people that were interjected into the Constitution.
Yeah, he did say that. But
He said that. Now I hadn't got the whole research on that, so I don't know how true that is.
how much power did they have or say back then?
Right. Yeah, but he said that they had influence in the writings of the Constitution. They were the writers took advice from them or information from them. But with all that being said, it should never be word for word, but thought for thought. You know what I'm saying? Like just like even when you read the Bible, you can't take everything word for word because they don't. Although the behaviors are the same, the situations change. We've had too much innovation go on for you to say, well, they only talking about certain things. We have too many other things that have come about. So it can never be word for word. It has to be thought for thought. Yeah. But with that being said, my whole issue is I saw the question about will Biden and them stack the courts.
That's all.
And I believe a smart politician would, right? Because the whole yeah, that's right. It's all you only got 4 years.
Right.
May have 8 years.
If you don't, they will.
Yeah.
If you don't, they will. Right. Just like they missed the opportunity to go ahead and nominate someone or confirm someone for the Supreme Court. You missed it. The Republicans, it's dog eat dog.
I want to offer a new thought process. A politician is an athlete, and politics is a sport, right? Because I will tell you why. Because if you don't take momentum and use it, you'll lose the game.
Yeah.
And so I think that, of course, nobody's going to tip their hand now, but we're smart enough to know what the game is, right? Why would you be in power and you know you have the chance, the potential to allow a 6-3 majority, you know what I'm saying, just knock down everything you're trying to do, right? Listen, if Obama can bring affordable health care, and y'all know what he did, I mean, that joker bull. Like one state got free Medicare for life. Y'all remember that? I can't remember what that joker is from. He's from somewhere, Wisconsin, somewhere, wherever he was. He wouldn't sign on to the Affordable Care Act. I'm sorry, I got distracted. He wouldn't sign on to the Affordable Care Act unless he got free Medicaid for his state forever.
I gotta check that out. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, it's real. That's what I'm saying. And that's a hustle. So these ain't rich hustlers.
So what I want,
it's a hustle, right? Exactly.
It's a straight right hustle. So So do I think Biden's going to do that?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie to you, because they gonna fall into that same pattern of democracy, right? And be like, all right, well, we got the hierarchies out, we got this Republican out. We should do things the right way, where they not looking at it as, all right, we got to stack the system. You had a Mitch McConnell, and screw him for I don't care nothing about his health.
Me neither.
Right?
Either
hell with him, right? So that guy, right? He has bragged about.
Me either.
Right?
Yeah.
So So if you have somebody of that nature and that magnitude who was willingly stopping progress, right?
Exactly.
You should have somebody on the Republican side that's like, all right, I mean, on the Democratic side, that should be like, all right, cool. Let's try to reverse what they did. Let's do this for the people. If it's really that serious.
I don't like her, but if Nancy was in the Senate, she would have went for it.
She would have went. And to that one comment about the blacks in the Constitution, where the blacks he was talking about Alexander Hamilton, who came from a Caribbean nation into the United States, and he had a strong voice in the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying. So to this point, yes, there is blacks, right? Alexander Hamilton was one of them. So, but
he was talking about multiple people, so I don't.
It was like a panel.
Smooth
said, would that take a constitutional amendment to stack the court?
Right.
I mean,
it's an executive order.
It's an executive, right? He's not going to do that.
And it's going to be a mistake on his part.
Yeah, right.
Because Republicans get back in
that. Yeah.
He ain't got the balls to do it. It's going and when the Republicans get back, if he wins, when the Republicans get back in power, it's going to be over.
It's right. They remember this.
I get patience. Brenton be talking about how he says white people how calculated, how they have the patience to wait for they will wait for that revenge.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
They will eat the Democrats alive.
But Lamar, I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's always been that way, but Trump unraveled the yarn so fast, like it almost tipped their hand. Like he unraveled the yarn so fast, so bad, it changed the whole scale of the GOP. Like they not even the same party anymore now because he tipped their hand so bad. So the thing is now it's almost like when one side start cheating, the other side gonna cheat worse now. And we're gonna see this so bad where it's gonna be a pendulum swing from one extreme to the next. So when Biden get there, you know what I'm saying, and whoever he appoint in his cabinet, all them jokers gonna go crazy, right? The liberals are going to go left.
Hillary talking about getting a spot.
Yeah.
She need to stop. That's a Nancy Pelosi to me too. That needs to get out of the way, right? She need to just go away. But here's the thing, right? When Trump came into office and he was signing all these executive orders, everybody was like, "Oh, he can't do it. He can't do it. He can't do it." Yet I didn't see any one of these executive orders like overturned. Right? So to the point, right? So
go to work. You gotta go to court. This is a lot of work.
None of them was challenging.
None of them was right. So they were just talking. Yet this man is just executive ordering all day, and Biden doesn't. I don't see Biden having the courage to do that
because he wants to look like a statesman. He wants to be upstanding. Now, Shantae said it's sad that because the court has always meant to be impartial. You give somebody a lifetime appointment. Listen, I'll tell you anything to get on the court. You telling me I got it. I do whatever I want once I get on there. I don't care what I told you. I ain't got
8 hours a day.
Sure. Robert's doing that too. John Roberts do whatever the heck he wants.
Right.
He go with whatever he decides to go with. He's thinking
that's one of the most powerful positions ever, though. Like I would take that over the presidency any day, right?
It is.
All day.
Yeah, I mean, you set for life. Your money set.
Most definitely.
Yeah, so
absolutely.
Man, listen, if I get a job for life,
I'm on vacation. If I'm on vacation, I don't feel like seeing no case. Hey, I recuse myself from the next 5 cases. I'm tired. I'm going to the Caribbean.
You can't be fired.
Recuse myself.
Unless you do something unlawful or unrigid, you cannot be fired from that.
That's it.
It's like crazy. That is crazy, right?
Oh, girl, 40-something you said?
That's it.
48.
That's crazy. She got
30,
the best
30
gig.
years, 30 plus
48,
years.
man.
She got a better gig than Pelosi, all of them. So, everybody keep asking me. I just feel it in my spirit. Everybody keep asking me, what is this?
Yep.
What is this above you? What is this above you? Let me go to this big screen real quick so I can tell you. Let me see. That says Lamar Park. That's my name. In the middle is my name and my website. Over here is my name, my website, and my YouTube channel. So basically, we're a monetized channel now, which is Thank y'all. Thank you. We got ads and all that kind of stuff, but we want to share in the glory of that. And so there's something called super chat. When you're on YouTube and you're watching live, they allow you to go to do a super chat. In the chat over there, you click the little money sign, or I think it's an S, and then you can give like $1, and your comment will be at the top. It'll be pinned to the top, and it'll be highlighted so everybody can see it. You can do $5, $10, or what have you. So what we're gonna do with TFG is, if you get anywhere up to $5, I'm gonna put your name on the next show. I'm gonna keep it up there the whole time. You give $5 to $10, put your name and your website. You give over $10, I'm gonna put your name, your website, and your YouTube channel up there, and just stay up there for the entire show. I'm gonna talk about it, so it's cheap promo for you guys that have a YouTube channel, they have a website, they have a business. You want to get your business name out there. A lot of people watch these shows, so go for it. Take advantage of that. That's my commercial for the
man. I appreciate the commercial break, Chris. Right?
Right, I appreciate that commercial break, man.
How much for a reel?
Right.
One reel.
One reel.
Man, that was better than the Rolling Martin. That was better than the Rolling Martin one that he does, man.
All right. So if people continue to turn out and vote in every week, she'll be on top. Right. All right. So next, let's go to the next topic real quick.
I don't know about that last comment.
My man said $10 for that. I'm sitting there like, what?
Right.
Like,
that's cheap promo. So
that's cheap as promo.
We watch. All right. So
you can't beat that. I take that.
Yeah.
Right. I have nothing but Lamar talking like, so Lamar, what you like? What you saying that right hand corner over there?
Right. The Pope is in the news. You know, this Pope has been quite an interesting Pope. He ain't like the rest of the popes. This Pope, first of all, I congratulate him. He appointed a black cardinal slash archbishop. I'm not sure what the difference is. I know a cardinal is part of he helps elect a new Pope if this one dies or retires or what have you. I'm not sure what an archbishop do. So it's just a hierarchy. So this guy's in DC, and he kind of helped when they had the whole controversy and stuff years ago as well. Helped sort through all that. So congratulations to him on that. He also endorsed same-sex unions. He says homosexual people have the right to be in a family. They are children of God too. Now, I'm curious about this stuff. The Catholics, the Pope is Catholic, right?
Yep.
Thank you, Brittany Adams for the super sticker. So they got super chat, and they also got super stickers. Appreciate it. Thank you.
So does Brittany get her name on there the next show or
the next show?
The next show.
Okay. The next show. So I gotta keep tally up. So we put on
the next. I got you, brother.
Yeah. Appreciate that.
That's what's up, Brittany.
And you have to be watching. You have to be watching on YouTube in order to take advantage to do that. Take advantage of it. So go to the YouTube TFG Political Media. If you're watching on Facebook right now or Periscope, go over to YouTube and type in TFG Political Media and watch it over there. It's a better experience, I promise you. All right. So so back to this. So the Pope, they're Catholic. Don't they use the same Bible as everybody as the Baptists and Pentecostal? All right. So I'm just curious. Now I ain't judging. I ain't got no horse in the race, but I'm curious. So is he going against the Bible, what the Bible says as relates to same sex and so is he endorsing homosexuality, or he just saying equal rights for civil rights, human rights?
How much time are we taking on this?
About 5 minutes, 5.
Okay, y'all give me 3. I'll give y'all 2. Y'all go ahead. Give me 3 of them. I'll give y'all 2. Go ahead.
Basically, I just use 15 seconds. Oh, okay. So basically, what it is I would say that he's looking at it from a familiar point of view, understanding exactly what the sin is in the world. But he's looking at it as like, look, they're all people, black, white, yellow, orange. They should all have families as well. So is he going against the Bible? I mean, some could say yes, but some of it could mean he could be stepping out there, just taking a little step of risk.
All right, I'm gonna take your other minute.
Yeah,
I got a lot to say.
I think he's taking a risk too, but I'm gonna be short too, brother. I think he's trying to show that the church is a little bit more progressive in their thinking. I think that's kind of where he's coming from with it. I also think he is also looking at it from a human being standpoint, where we just want to We want to love each other for whom they are, and whomever they marry can do that. But I really do think he's trying to show that they can be more progressive in their thinking. But that's just my personal opinion.
What Shawna say? I mean, they might as well. They might as well. Maybe she's trying to say that they've been sleeping with the. You know what? All right, that'll cost you $1. That gonna cost you $1.
I wasn't gonna even mess with that, but yeah.
Okay, so real talk.
The merit.
Right? Yeah, you've been fined $1. So look here. I want to say this. His initial statement. He's talking about human beings, right? And thank you, Tam. And so basically, the problem is that because they have this man on a pedestal, that's a problem number one, because they give his words the amount of authority that the Bible has, and that shouldn't be. He's not wrong in what he's saying, because there are people who hate people who live a certain lifestyle. See, there's a problem when we talk about Christians, because Christians don't understand you don't hate the life, you have a problem with the lifestyle. It's no different than you have a problem with somebody who have abused multiple women. It's no different. That's a unacceptable lifestyle. So what the Pope is saying is that because what Catholics have done is they have put these rules in place to segregate a certain group of people, right? Just like segregation was in America towards black people. So what he's saying is we should no longer segregate a group of people because of their lifestyle. You now say, no, everybody has an opportunity. But the problem ain't what he said. The problem is the system, the Catholic system. So it's man-made. And so where you try to hold the scriptures up to a man-made system in Catholicism, you're going to create a problem. So that's number one. Y'all got to stop looking at Catholicism as the authority and look at the scripture, because the Pope is not speaking on behalf of the Bible. The Pope is speaking on behalf of the Catholic system.
Some people feel like he's like the guy, you know.
And that's the problem.
Right.
It's wrong, but what you say? It's wrong, but homosexuality was in the Bible as well. Right. And that's true. And so is adultery. So is abuse.
Murder.
All of those things are in the Bible, but they, again, okay. Here's another commercial.
Murder. Yeah.
I'm gonna give my commercial. This is brought to you by Him Too University. I'm gonna tell you something. Where we teach behavior in Scripture. In the Bible, every person has to exhibit some form of self-control in order to live a Christian life. You have to have self-control in your ability to sleep with one woman. You have to deny yourself of a lot of things, and that's including a homosexual desire. So it's no different from someone who wants to sleep with multiple women or multiple men in a heterosexual relationship. It's the same for someone who desires to have a homosexual relationship. It's a desire that you have to deny yourself because you say, I want to live Christ-like. So it's nothing more. We are all running down the same path of denial. That's it. All right, Him Too. I'm at
Him Too. We got to create a commercial for that for real. That's good. I like that.
All right, I appreciate it.
That's good. So this.
Him Too. That's a new one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come check me out, man.
Yeah. So the Pope. So this Pope is the most radical I've seen. So it's quite interesting. I'm curious of what his followers in Catholicism.
Oh, they tripping.
They're going crazy about it. Oh.
They're tripping. There's a lot of them tripping, man. There's a lot of them that don't believe in Catholicism.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're not.
Yeah. See, but the problem is, okay, I don't want to get into that because I'll get another commercial.
All right, so we'll jump to poll. So there was a poll, and it may have changed by now, but that's
from the Pope to the poll.
In the polls, POLLS.
Oh, I thought you meant from the poll.
Nah. So in Texas, as of end of last week, Biden.
Okay, I thought you were talking about POLE.
Now we're gonna talk about POLE. There was a shooting on the polls at a strip club, at the only black-owned strip club in Dallas a couple of days ago. 3 guys were murdered at a strip club.
Oh my!
That's it. I mean, I don't know. It's back
Oh,
Look
forward.
at
wow.
you. Look at you. Yeah, look at that. Tell her this.
Right.
That ain't over there.
Gotta be safe.
Right.
Gotta be safe out there in them streets, them cold streets, man.
Right, them cold streets, man.
Why you led me right into that? You led me
Be
right into
safe.
that. This one is a new one, I guess. I ain't never heard of it until I saw it on the news. But yeah, so 3 dudes got. That's all they said. 3 guys. It was a shootout, some shooting going on. So yeah,
Okay.
move on to POLL. Yeah.
We
All
all
right.
over the place.
Biden is up. Biden was up 48-45 against Trump in a poll, a Dallas Morning News poll in Texas. So I think this is kind of unheard of. A Democrat was ahead of a Republican in Texas by 3 points. Can Biden take Texas?
No, not this year.
Mm.
We're getting close.
Mm.
Beto?
No, I don't think so. I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Same thing in Georgia.
The Democrats
Yeah,
are closing the
that
gap
may be
here,
different.
but I don't think he can take Texas.
It's going to be close and more. It's going to
Yeah.
be uncomfortably
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, I don't know about
That's what it's
Georgia,
gonna be.
but
Yeah, Beto.
In
Beto got a
Georgia?
really good
Yeah.
shot, man. And Beto is Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? And that was really important. Now, I know Kamala keep coming down here, and that's cool. I don't know, but listen. He gonna have to pull off a 2016 Trump straight to get Texas. You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen. If anybody who play poker, you don't never win no championship without a little luck. You know what I'm saying? And them cards got to fall just right. So if his cards fall right, I tell you what. If
that's
Biden,
right.
I'll give you one a hot. I'll give you a hot topic. I mean, what do you call it? A hot point of view. If he win Texas, he gonna be the new president.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's the most.
Yeah,
the most
I agree with that.
electoral
I
votes,
definitely,
right?
I agree with that. If he win
I'm
Texas,
being
that's
dumb. It's
correct.
obvious. It's obvious
Yeah.
because how big Texas is.
I'll be
But
Texas.
yeah, but I think it's just going to be it's going to be interesting because what it's really telling us is that the more the minorities grow in Texas, the more blue is headed. Now it's going to be nice and purpley. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
definitely.
So because a lot of young people, man, you know, let me tell you something
Yeah.
about Georgia, and I'll let you
Right.
go. See,
Oh,
Stacey
Well,
Abrams.
I think Florida. I think
Let me finish this statement right quick, Kenny. Stacey Abrams actually got 700,000 new voters in Georgia to register.
Correct.
Since her last run, she went and registered 700,000 voters, bro. So that ain't what Texas doing. So is Biden gonna get Georgia? Probably so. But
So
ain't nobody registered no 700,000 in Texas.
to that
New
point,
voters.
to Tam's point, yeah, a lot of young voters out in there in Georgia. So out there in Georgia, you had taking a step back before this election, right? You had the governor, you had Kemp trying to sue whatchamacallit, the mayor of Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Over this mask mandate, right? Yes, Mayor Bottoms over this mask mandate. That did not sit well with a lot of folks in the red parts of Georgia, right? So, and now you have Stacey Abrams who actually comes out and talks on behalf of Biden, blah, blah, blah. In the great state, the People's Republic of Florida, right? You have, I saw a poll where Biden is 2 points over on Trump, right? That again is because of early voting. That is again because of these new voters, and that is because of the fact is so even though I live in an older Republican county, there's a lot of them that they just don't like Trump. They were turned off by Trump. Let me say it like that. And they were turned off by Trump by the first debate. Because as crazy as it sounds, right? Follow me on this one. As crazy as it sounds, even though we saw all the immoralities of Trump from when he was born, right? White people apparently saw it on the first debate because they saw a white guy talk slick to another white guy.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 old white guys, which they consider equal, they were like, "Oh, whoa, bro, a little bit too much."
Don't sit well with it.
Right, that didn't sit well with him. Because if Biden was a female, they would ignore that. They would call it something else. If he was a different race, they would do something else. But because he was a white man, which was to his benefit, they saw a bully. They saw an incoherent man.
Same way they saw Kamala versus Pence.
Correct. They saw something totally different. So I mean, to your question, do you think he's going to take
Right.
Texas? He's going to live there? I don't know. It's going to be uncomfortably close. I think it's going to be uncomfortably close in Georgia, and the same thing in Florida. So it's going to be purpley in a lot of these southern states.
I really got a feeling he's gonna take Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't believe the poll is showing him 3 here. I got there's a lot like
I hope he
Brent
does,
said.
but
Like Brent said, these Hispanics here, it's mostly Hispanic, more Hispanic than it is black folk, in my opinion, in Texas. Especially down in the South, down by the border. So these people are really sick of Trump, like it seems.
It is.
And all business he's talking about.
Wait, did he get that wall built? Did he even get some of that wall built?
Oh, yes, up.
He
He
said
got quite a bit up.
So he done pissed off some Hispanics. So that's a lot of votes.
He said
the legal one,
parts of it. Yeah, it's parts of
and
it.
then the young folks and black folks. So white people really, and there's a lot of young white folks. When people are marching through downtown through here right out this window, it's mostly white folks that was marching for all this police brutality. So these folks are really sick of Trump. So I think he might get it. I'd be surprised if he don't win Texas.
I bet your first YouTube check.
But we can't trust the polls. We can't trust the polls and get complacent and think, because remember in 2016 what the polls told us.
Yeah. But hold on. But somebody else was drinking on that.
Hey, these polls are shaky. So we got to get out and vote, man.
Somebody was drinking on that poll juice, and that was Hillary Clinton, right? Yep. She was probably like, you know what? I don't got to do that. I don't got to go to the Midwest. I'm good. Right.
Yeah.
Off her name, off Clinton. She thought she had.
Right. So I don't even mean to go on a tirade about Hillary Clinton, but she is the one that I blame for all of this. I don't blame Donald Trump because she took her little complacent ass off the wheel, right? And in addition to the fact that she doesn't even talk to Donald Trump, she doesn't even have the right to even not talk to that man. Like when it was Bush's father's funeral, and then she turned her back to Donald Trump. That little somebody has no right to do that. Because if President Obama had to shake that man's hand after all the nonsense he spoke, right? She better turn around and act like she has class. That's why I don't want to hear nothing from her.
It's a different privilege, brother.
Right. That's a Karen. She's a Karen, and there was somebody else that was a Karen too. Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, right.
Vote for them.
She's just an idiot, and she's already saying she plan on running and getting the speakership again. Everybody's scared to run against her for the speaker chair. And I know AOC wants it, but she can't get it right too soon. But
they won't support AOC.
Yeah, nobody will support it. Everybody, Clyburn, who's number 3, and then I forgot the second number 2 guy, Steny Hoyer.
Right.
I think it's Steny Hoyer.
Yeah.
So those 3 people, all of them 80 years old or greater, I think, or almost 80 years old. They the 3 most powerful Democrats in the House, and they all support Nancy to have another term as speaker because I don't know. I'm sick of Nancy Pelosi. I'm
sick of Nancy Pelosi too. Like,
yeah, she got that on lock. Yeah, I don't understand why they,
I like her.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, me too. It's time for new face.
We need new blood.
And that's the thing that we got to get people to not only to the polls but also to those town hall meetings.
Yeah.
To those meetings to make sure, because if not, I don't want people to think, okay, if Biden wins, all right, cool, yes, we're gonna sit back. I want them to go heavy like at Biden, like Fox News. Right. Just go at this man. So
What?
People admitted to burning Republicans.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all something. That mentality, I'm gonna tell y'all something. That mentality transcends classism. I'm gonna tell you why. The mentality that Tam just said about people burning drop boxes. I mean, voting drop boxes. I'm gonna tell y'all something. That mentality right there.
Oh yeah.
When you back people, and I'm talking about the people that don't look like not now 4 of us on here. When you back them up to where you have to make them force their hand to show you what they really doing, like to try to say that the people that's already in charge, the Pelosi's, the McConnells, man, I'm telling y'all, this system is so on lock when it comes to politics, bro. It's like if you don't know how to make money, they'll put you in places where they want you to be. Like getting a position in the Senate and in the Congress, that's just the start. Like you got to get somewhere and be able to be made a name of, because if you want your name to be big, take Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz just came out of nowhere, but Matt
He
Gaetz
sure
came,
did. Never heard of him.
Uh-huh.
right, but Matt Gaetz came out of nowhere. Why? Because
Mhm.
he learned how to play the game.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, what the
Adam Schiff,
game
too.
is.
Adam Schiff.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard of him either.
Never.
Right.
But these cats
Right.
played the game right, and they played the game because they knew how to
Right,
make
both
the
of
money.
them. Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's still a game within a game. So just because you get into the Senate and because you get into the Congress, man, they'll snuff your name out so quickly if you're not down with what they doing.
Correct.
So man, it will be a long cold day. You know what I'm saying? Before we see that system turn over. I mean, you literally gotta have the mob overthrow the government before you get some type of change like that, because the system is too locked, man. It's too locked.
No, I 100% agree with you. And the fact that you said that it's a game, which it is, right? It's a game within a game. Not a lot of people will actually understand how to play that game. Hell, we in corporate America don't understand how to play that. We just verbally say it. It's a game within a game. Hell, there's a game outside these four walls that you're sitting in, right? But we don't know how to play that game either, right? So therefore, like a Matt Gaetz. Yeah, Matt Gaetz, he knows how to play. As you mentioned, he knows how to play it, but not a lot of people can move that strategically in a room full of vultures. Jay-Z quote, right? So, I mean, like AOC, she knows how to move because she's loud.
She's not as strategic.
She's not as strategic.
She's too loud.
Right, exactly.
She's Kaepernick loud.
Yeah, you can't rub the Nancy Pelosi's right now. You can't rub them the wrong way because that's the power. Like you need Nancy right now, even though I can't stand you need her.
And I can say, hold on, real quick. And the reason why I know that she was too loud and there was no support is because my old boy called her a bitch on the steps, and she eloquently said for 5 minutes she wrote this speech, which was great, right? And you ain't hear nothing about it. You ain't hear no woman like crucify this dude or nothing like that. So that made me think, damn, she ain't got no support from her own people.
I got one better than that. Remember them four stood up against Trump?
The squad?
Yeah, the squad.
Yeah. True story.
Gone. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like,
right.
I'm telling y'all, if you take the Kaepernick story and they blackballed him out, it's the same game. If you don't listen, I don't care if you're gonna take the winning shot. Even if you take that shot, they'll move the goalposts. And so
they'll block you.
Yeah, that's right.
Block you on your
right. They will cut their own arm off. Just to make sure you don't get to where you thought you got.
And Brent, you said it's a game within a game, but it's several games within a game.
Oh,
because you got to think about the special interest is a big old. You got a corporation that needs certain things passed. You in your pocket. You gonna do exactly what holds to what you got to do to satisfy this corporation or this special interest to keep getting that money from them. And no matter what's logical, you got to keep getting this money from this special interest. There's so many different things at play when it comes to Congress that you really don't know why somebody's doing what.
Right.
One more thing. I know y'all love Bernie Sanders and y'all love his integrity.
Who is y'all?
I'm not a fan.
Who is y'all?
I'm talking to the people who love Bernie Sanders.
I was like, who is y'all?
And y'all love the fact that he wasn't taking no big donor money, but he didn't start doing it until he became a millionaire. Okay. I just want y'all to see that for just a second. You know what I'm saying? He got his integrity got real big, but it was after he got that bank ready.
The thing about that, when they try to say they're not taking the money, to me that's foolish because you cannot compete against a machine of millions and millions of dollars that another person is getting from PACs and all this, and you're gonna bring your little $2-3 million. You can't compete. So you're not smart enough to be my congressperson representing me because you're stupid. You don't know how to play the game. You need somebody to know how to play the game.
No, but they don't want. So the message behind that isn't the money. The message behind that more so is I'm not in the pockets of somebody that's bigger than me, right? So if I, for example, I'm a corporation and I'm giving $30 million to Bernie Sanders, or even $300 million to Bernie Sanders in increments, right? He's obviously got to give me something back. That's going to benefit my interest.
Up, Bernie.
Right. So therefore, when he's like, I didn't take his money. Okay, well, don't take my money. I'll give it to somebody else. You wasn't part of the winning team then. I'm gonna go over here.
That's not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop.
They call that a short career.
Because guess what now? Because you don't take my money. Guess what's gonna happen? Now I'm gonna look through probably before I even approached you. I know how to take my big ass corporation out of your state, take money, take jobs out of your state, and go put them somewhere else.
Better yet, go and support the person going against you. Or better yet, pick the person for the next term that's gonna go against you. They'll wait 2 years. They'll wait 2 years and hand pick somebody to go up against you and bankroll their whole campaign.
And you know what they'll do to make it even petty for you?
Jamie Harrison right now.
They'll even make little petty moments with their own corporation to be like, all right, we're gonna do layoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And then they're gonna be like, Governor, what you gonna do about these layoffs? I don't know. Like, stop laying people off, dude. Like, you know what? I'm gonna have the biggest layoffs underneath under your
tutelage.
Tutelage, right? Under your administration. And then when a new guy come in, oh my God, all of a sudden jobs are created. How the hell were jobs created? He ain't do nothing.
They in control. It's money and power. It ain't no different than it was slavery. It's money and power. Real quick, Tam said something that I want to jump back to real quick. She mentioned Florida, which is your state, right?
Yes, sir.
Florida was getting threatening mail, both foreign and domestic, to vote Trump. And in Florida, where the guy, the employer, told his employees that if Trump didn't win, that he was going to have to do some layoffs.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I think that's
absolutely.
right. Yeah.
So it is not against the law.
These people bold, man.
They bold, but it's not against the law to talk politics, but it's against the law to make those type of threats against your employees. So therefore, once you hear that, I mean, my man, he donated, I think, 150. It was a lot of money, right? Like over 100,000, like
a lot of money,
right? A lot of money, right? But yet still, his revenue wasn't matching his contribution. Right. So this dude is just a loser, right? So so there may be people that's doing that. I never encountered that at all. All I was around was older white people who just moved. They moved pretty fast when it came to voting. White folks, they love to vote. But but none of I haven't gotten anybody coming up to me talking about, hey, yo, you voted for Trump? Like, son, like I'm if you're bold enough to ask me that. If you're bold enough
not to step to me with that,
like, it's already kind of assumed. It's already presumed that you did.
Right. So you voted for Trump, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? The company I work for is based out of the UK, and they be on these conference calls laughing at us. I say, y'all really that in tune to the politics? They say, we watch this American politics, and this is a sketch show. It's like watching reality TV. I was like,
it's a comedy show.
Okay. So to that point, right? To that point, yes, it is a comedy show. Because I went to, after Trump got elected, I went to Canada and I went to Spain, right? 2 personal and business trips, right? In Canada, they were like, "Hey, where you from?" I was like, "The U.S." A group of us, like, "Hey, we're from the U.S." They just busted out laughing, right? And I went to Spain, and they were like, "Oh, where you from?" I was like, "The U.S." And they were like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And I was like, God damn, like, where you from? He's like, Afghanistan. My man said Afghanistan. And I was like, yo, what kind of third world country is
right.
Like, what?
Right. How you gonna be laughing at me?
You gonna be laughing at me. You rather have Bob jump on you than Trump on your president? Is that what you telling me right now? Like,
so let's move to the last topic. Jared Kushner has some things to say. He said that Trump has done a lot for black folks. However, black folks just don't know what to do with it, or they don't want it, or something to that effect. I got to find the exact quote. They don't want what's being done to them and don't know what to do with it. Done for them, as far as
they don't want to help themselves. I think he said, as far as.
What are y'all's thoughts?
I'm just trying to figure out what. Go
ahead, Jared. Go ahead, Ken.
Jared Kushner. Jared Kushner has, first of all, what has he done?
They don't want to be successful.
I think he's been given everything by his. You're right. His father-in-law. So I mean, I'm trying to figure out who gives him the right to tell what black people want to do and they don't want to do. But considering where the source is coming from, man, it doesn't bother me because I don't listen to Jared Kushner anyway. What does he do? First of all, what is his job?
He's married to Ivanka.
He's married to Ivanka.
He got some money though. He got his own money.
Okay.
Yeah. He was an attorney. He's an attorney, right?
All right.
No, he dealt with the same thing Trump did in real estate.
The real estate.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that real estate. Okay. Didn't he own some real estate in Baltimore? Wasn't he part of that? Supposedly that some deal in Baltimore. Yeah. Slum house or something. in Baltimore. I remember reading that. So
Birds
yeah,
of a
man. I
feather
mean,
flock
that's
together.
just Jared Kushner. You know.
So, from what I understand, what Trump has done, right? He gave a 10-year plan to the HBCUs, right? HBCUs, like giving them initiatives, so they got to keep coming back into the office. He listened to prison reform, got some people out of prison, right? And some other stuff I don't really fully understand or know, right? But opportunities on, et cetera, and so forth, right? But here, the thing about it is, I'm not saying I'm with Trump, but his morality overshadowed exactly what he did. And we black people looked at it as his morality is trash. So I don't care what you did. It's like taking $1 from the devil.
And I disagree with that, actually. I mean, I agree. I don't like that ideology or thought process of because of who it is, I'm not going to take advantage of it. If you're going to give me $1 million, I'm going to take it. I don't give a crap who you are, what you did. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I'm bothered that some people are not even thinking about taking advantage of opportunity zones or whatever he's put out because it's coming from him. I think that's stupid.
Because they just remember the Charlottesville, the good side comment, the both sides comment, hell, he done did so much stuff. I don't even know. Like so much stuff. He's immorality that it just lost me, right? But the point is that we don't look at him as a advocate for blacks, right? Because when he talks about it, he doesn't talk in a way that right. He doesn't talk like this is what I did for y'all. It more so comes off like some Donald Sterling type nonsense.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Yo, I did this for y'all. What the when we advertise?
Exactly.
What do y'all have to lose?
Yeah.
What the hell do you have to lose? Like,
you have to lose. Take what I give you.
Right, just lose. Like I treat my people right. Like when Donald Sterling said on the recording, he was like, "I treat my people right." Like, okay. Like,
I look at Donald Trump like a street light. You know, I do. Donald Trump, he'll give you a green light to go, but he'll quickly shift that light to yellow, and the car that's trying to run the light will turn red, and you get hit by the other cars coming the other way. He's just a tricky street light for me. You know what I'm saying? It's just like he may give a green light to some people. I mean, my issue is it's you stupid if you think Trump did the best he could for black people. Right?
Absolutely.
You even more dumb if you think what the Democrats are gonna do is the best they're gonna do for black people.
Absolutely.
Okay. I mean, my whole point is, man, it's all about
I
man.
said that too.
Yeah, bro. And this is all I'm getting at. I don't care what Jared Kushner got to say. I'll just tell him this for the sake of the conversation. Try me, and I'll show you. You give me the money, I'll show you how stupid I look or how successful I be. But it's about it's the game. I could care less what you saying. Which is a good job. Yeah, man. So the whole point is, man, it's I don't care about the rhetoric. Right? I don't care about. It's all about what you doing, right? And if you really want to help colleges, if you really want to help people get out of jail, well, then be consistent. I don't want to see I did this and I did that. Well, I don't care about that. Show me something consistent. Put them at the same level, and then show us that this is going to be forever and a day. Show me that justice will be given clearly. To every person, black, white, brown, whatever. That's what you do, right? But again, we're talking about classism for racism. It's a different game, and we're focused more on the racism because it's a gladiator arena, right? We want to see the blood, we want to see the guts and all that. But the real play is the classism up top, making sure that you clowns that's being laughed at by other countries down at the bottom don't get a level head about yourself, little ants, because the grasshopper's gonna always just bully you down, man. So miss me with that.
Yeah. Last thing, I know this was supposed to be the last time. I just want to mention that 50 Cent has reneged on his statement saying he supported Trump. He's gone back on that. So it's all he's an attention whore. So we all know what that is. I do want to mention real quick again before we go, Super Chat. We now have the
Well, you know Curtis.
We now have the opportunity to do Super Chat. If you want to support TFG Political Media, you like what you hear, you enjoy the program, or if you don't, still, hey,
try us. Go ahead and hit the super chat, but there's an S down there in the chat. You can donate to TFG Political Media. Let me go to the thing. If you donate up to $5, where is it at? I'll put your name on the next show. Keep it up here the whole time. Up to $10, I'll put your name in your website. $10 or more, I'll put your name, your website, YouTube page, whatever else you want to advertise your business. So it's a cheap way of getting some advertising to be seen by a lot of folks. So go for it. We'd appreciate it. And that's our show. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming on here with me and talking about these topics. Give me y'all's opinions. This was some good stuff, good hearty conversation. And until next time, we'll be back on Monday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Everyone remember to subscribe, like, tell your mom and them about the show. And
I got one thing.
Oh, go ahead.
Just ask Trey Songz about 50 Cent.
Uh-oh.
When they thought